So I bumped into a guy the other day when I was out doing that lawn leveling job, the one I did a video about. But he was actually working, right? He had a 42-inch right stander, and I could see his setup, and he was getting it in. He was just knocking out property after property. One guy, right? So I happened to ride by him when he was going to the truck, and I connected with him. When I see other landscapers, I connect, like, hey, because I get calls all the time that ain't in my area. And I specifically got a call from the area he was in servicing that morning, like probably like an hour before I even got there. Somebody called me trying to get some service done. I told them I don't provide service in that area, drought density, and plus I don't do mowing. But if I have somebody who I can refer to them, that's what I do. So I connected with him for that reason, because I wanted to, refer him clients, because at the end of the day, it's no benefit to me if somebody's calling me and I'm not driving out to that area to service them, right? But anywho, I get this information. He's like, hey, you do sod? I was like, yeah. I said, I actually do sod and weed control fertilization. Boom, boom, boom. He's like, cool. He's like, man, I got like 4 jobs I can't even get to right now. He said he got 4 jobs, side jobs that he can't get to. I'm like, okay, cool. I was like, yeah, that's what that's my jam. That's what I do, man. So yeah, let me know. And he was like, all right, man, I'm gonna hit you up after I, leave this, after I get done today. Cool. Then I go down to the property that I was servicing, and actually, was about to get started on my top dressing the lawn. Well, leveling the lawn, getting the material out. I had a 70-30 sand and compost blend. So I was about to start, I bagged up into the driveway pretty close to the fence line, because it's the backyard, what the primary focus was. So I'm about to get started, and he walked in the backyard. He's like, I was actually making a video, shooting a video. He's like, what are you doing, man? You trying to take my clients like that? He was joking, right? I say, oh, nah, man, I'm actually about to level out the lawn, try to make it smoother here. I said, I don't, me, I said, I don't even do any type of mowing or anything. And he's like, oh, that's like, but if you're finna mow it, I said, that's actually perfect, because it helps me see the imperfections of the lawn and where I need to make the most improvement at. So yeah, I'm gonna say, I'm gonna actually move out your way, let you do your thing. He said, I'll start with the backyard first. I'm like, cool. So I go sit in the truck, move out the driveway. I go sit in the truck, and I think I was on the phone making some calls or whatever, some farms and stuff like that. And the day went by, and he at the end of the day, I hit him up, because hey, if you say you got some jobs, hey, show me the money. Jerry McGuire, baby, show me the money. Especially if it's something that's within my wheelhouse. Typically, when it comes to sod installation, the average job for me is like 4K and up. So hey, if you saying you got that work and you can't get to it, what we doing, right? So I hit him up, and I'm like, hey, I said, man, I was just touching base with you. I met you early. He's like, oh, whoa, what's up, man? Like that. And I was like, yeah, I was just connecting with you, man, trying to, get a bit more information about, what you provide, what's your primary service. He said, oh, I do everything. I was like, so do you have a specific area that you like to service, or a specific, service that you like to provide? Like, do you do primary mowing? Do you do mulching? Like, what do you do? So when people reach out to me and, I can't provide service, I'll know what to be able to tell them. He's like, oh, I do everything. So I'm like, okay, cool. Jack of all trades, right? So I'm like, cool, you do everything. You can do everything. But he was like, I say, you had mentioned something about property. He's like, oh yeah. He's like, I'm gonna get the details on it. And he's like, but I'm about to go in the store. So I'm gonna give you a buzz back later. I was like, cool. I don't know about y'all, but I feel some type of way sometimes when people don't have a valid, solid reason to say they're gonna call you back. Like if somebody say, hey, I got an itch on my elbow, I'm gonna call you back. Hey, I just dropped something on the ground. I gotta pick it up. I'm gonna call you back. Like, what are we talking about? You walking in the store, so what? You know what you came to the store for. I guess you do want to stay on track. I get it. But that ain't no reason to get off the phone. Let's have this brief conversation. Let's connect. He was like, you going in the store? he'll give me a buzz back later. I guess you guys can assume that later never happened. He never come back. So anywho, no hard feelings. You know, at the end of the day, I don't know this dude. I don't know him. You know, and plus, you know, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt. You know, I'm giving him the benefit of the doubt that, you know, he's busy. He got stuff going on. He'll give me a buzz back when he can. That's just what it is. And I thought about it later on. I thought about it much later on. I was like, I don't know if this guy was, and this could be me overthinking. I was like, I don't know if this guy felt intimidated that I was on a property that he serviced and I'm a landscaper. Did he feel threatened that I was going to take his property? Is why he shaded away, or was it just word salad? Was he just talking because it was good to say in the moment, but when I follow up on it, he acting like, you know, Casper the Friendly Ghost. I just was curious about that situation, but at the end of the day, if he hit me back, cool. If not, I'm still cool. I get an abundance amount of leads in, so I'm not tripping about, you know, the influx. But I'm the type of person, if you say something, I'll follow it up now. If I'm interested now, yay, I'll follow it up. You saying you got the type of quality leads that I like to service, let me know, because that right there, 3 clients, that's, you talking over 14, 15 grand for me. If I'm locking them in at the minimum job, you know, requirement. If I'm locking them in at the minimum. So anywho, I thought it was a funny situation. I was like, man, I don't know if he low-key got intimidated, but I ain't no threat, man. It's too much money out here. Too much money out here, you know, for anybody to feel as if you want somebody really just finna one up and take over everything. It's too much grass, too many properties, too many, too many, and nobody can keep up with all this. But I thought it was a funny interaction. But let me get going though.